Good afternoon and welcome to What is Mother's Night. This was a private workshop hidden with throughout the LHC website. So if you're here, congratulations, you won Seek and Stir. So, what is Mother's Night? Okay, let's just stop, take a moment, and realize that Yule is big. It is a huge season. It is full of amazing things, but this is the kickoff night. Okay. This tells the amazing story of the solstice dear mother, which is the pinnacle of the start of the season. I am going to include a retelling of the tale in your email along with this video and the PDF that you received. So you have a full rendition of that. I'll also refer to that story on the website when I list this up at a later time. It is the first night of Yule. It is Mother's Night, the Disir, Yule's Eve, and it is Frigg's Night of Remembrance. So you will see that when you get your PDF. When you are celebrating the Disir tradition, the Disir are the female spirits in the Norse mythology that were thought to be the guidance. They are the female ancestors of the line. They are the keepers of the thread. They are the life givers of the line. So this night is so important in this high holy holiday. Do you notice I said high holy holiday? Because without a mother, there wouldn't have been a Christmas story. Do you understand? Without this original female source, this entire season would not have begun. Just as the babe is born, the sun is brought back. This is the longest night. Solstice is the longest night. So, in preparation for that, we remember the female the night before in a series of simple, organized observances in your home. So, if this is your first one, let's kiss. Let's keep it simple. Okay. Keep it simple, sweetheart. We won't say stupid because you're not stupid. You're just not educated yet, right? Correct. So, how can you celebrate this night? Okay. You're going to get to create an altar. So, you're going to Martha Stewart that shit up. You're going to prepare a meal. You're going to make really great food, and we'll discuss that food. You're going to share stories of your ancestors, stories of your female family members, your aunts, your great aunts, your sisters, your grandmothers, your great grandmothers, where everybody came from, everybody did, and what everybody believed. You are going to retell the story of the dear mother, which will be super simple because I'm going to give you a video. And when your kids are like, well, what's the story, mom? You're going to be just like, boom, there's the story. You are going to then do some oracle work for yourself, which you are going to get out your cards, your runes, your pieces of eight, your ostomancy sets, and you are going to communicate with a goddess to ask where you're going for this year ahead and what kind of energy you need to do. And then you're going to take some time and journal out on the women of your past and your ancestry and how you can bring that ancestral lineage to your work. Everybody says that Yule's about remembrance. It is. It's about remembrance. We don't remember the bad times when we want to remember a holiday. Remember the good times. So what it just this one time, you chose authentic joy and you moved into this season using authentic joy to propel yourself forward. So let's do that, okay? What are the details of the altar? Altar is simple. Standalone altar, not like the others. Sacred herbs, sacred flowers, anything that would be to tokens of remembrance to your female ancestors. Definitely a candle that you carve and dress for them. I know I will have a protection amulet on it. I will have a love charm on it. I will wrap it with one of my grandmother's necklaces. I will stick another grandmother's ring to the side of the bowl, and it will be a nice area. I will have photos and relics, a lot like the Dias dos Muertos altar, but this is for your female lineage, and this is of Norse area. I always put a small cup of coffee or tea on my dessert altar, just because I want her to come and spend time. I have a particular ancestor that I call forward. This year, I may be expanding a little bit. This is also a great time if you're working with a deity, with a mother or maiden energy, that you call her forward and ask her to come forward and basically come in and give you some guidance. And I would put some tokens or some necklaces or some charms that you want to wear and adorn yourself with for the coming year on that altar and ask them to be blessed. Great night to put on a special perfume oil that you're going to wear. Anything you want your female ancestry energy to be infused into is going to sit on that altar. So your altar can be as simple as you want or as full as you want. I think this will be the first year mine will be very full. I'm going to move mine to the hag hut just because that's where I do a majority of my work on the regular. And I want those things to be there and I want that essence to be in my space when I'm working. So remember, where you keep your altar is important. Do you have to take it down right away? No, you can leave your ancestor altar up as long as you'd like. But I would definitely hold on to the salt that you're putting the candle in, all those things for your magical working when you want to add your ancestors to it. That will become my ancestor salt for the coming year. I will go buy roses for that altar. My grandmother was a big fan of purple roses, so I will have a purple flower on that altar. Just things that bring her to mind. What kind of meal are you preparing? This one is super simple. There is no Rolodex of foods to go to. There is no Mother's Night Disir menu anywhere on the internet. This is your ancestry. These are your people. This is your growing up. If your aunt made the best tuna noodle casserole and your grandmother made the best tomato soup and grilled cheese, that is what you're putting on your table that night. This is a remembrance dinner. For me, my chicken pot pie is what I think of when I think of my grandma. That was the meal. Or homemade French fries. Those were the things that when I went to her house, I knew would be there. Hearty roasted meats and root vegetables are stereotypical this time of year. If that's what you had at a family gathering, that's what you put out. If your nonna was lasagna and spaghetti, that's what you're going to have out. You're going to have out that ancestral energy in this meal. Breads, cakes, cookies, all those things there on the table that remind you of her. All of them, not just your grandmother, your great grandmother, your aunts, your second cousins, aunts, whatever you need to do. The family reunion, think about the spread at your family reunion. That's the things you want to have on your dessert table. So I don't want you to be really overwhelmed with that. But the perfect ending to this would be hot cocoa, cookies, just to get into the Yuletide spirit. You are going to want to put a small offering of food onto your altar at the end of this. Yes, you are. When I finish up 2 or 3 days, it'll go into my compost or out for the deer to eat because they will definitely show up and eat. Yesterday, I had one standing right outside my hag hut. I was like, hey, where'd you come from? She was quite springy. I have included a prayer for your ancestral mother's night. Beautiful prayer, something you can read while you're writing in candlelight with a meditation. So this is where we go off the PDF. What are you looking for this Yuletide season? What do you want? What kind of spirit do you want to bring into your home? Do you want to be the woman who the family turns to for the holidays, that hosts the meals, holds the peace, is the wise one? Or do you want to be the chaos? I myself struggle with the holidays big time. I struggle with the holidays big time because the holidays are a huge root of trauma in my childhood, in my early adulthood, and working through these things is very hard. I think I say the phrase, I hate Christmas 100 times in the Yuletide season. I do. I hate it. I hate that we buy presents and I hate that we make things important that are not important. This night is a great time to get into your frame of mind. Fantastic time to get into your frame of mind. So I suggest, this is me. This is what I'm going to be doing. You guys come to me to ask the questions of what I'm going to be doing. So I am going to tell you what Vulva Dust Filed will be doing. I will be getting my dry milk out. I will be crushing some rose petals. I will be adding some hibiscus. I will be making some warm cocoa. I will be writing. I will be having cookies with my daughter. I will read her the Dear Mother story. My other daughter will be home by then. Hopefully, the three of us can watch a movie together and spend some time together. But I'm hunkering in. I'm making a choice to hunker in this holiday spirit. I'm making a choice to change how I normally deal with it. It is a choice, it is an action, it is something I am going to have to choose because my knee jerk reaction is I hate this time of year. And I know for some of you, it's very true. I wrote Holiday Spark for you. I know you're looking at Holiday Spark, but I just implore you on Mother's Night, if you didn't have the mother you needed and you do have children, be the mother they need. I know that's really hard. Some of us had great moms, and it's not a negation of them, but some of us didn't experience our childhoods the way we wanted to. And your children should be able to experience childhood with joy. And that's hard. It's very hard sometimes. It's an actual choice that needs to be made. So when you're thinking about these things, think of what ancestry story you're telling your children, what things you're sharing. How are you remembering your family? What do you choose to remember? Look at the shades of memory in your life and try to look for the good in things. Try to look for the better in things. Try to look for the positive in things. I encourage you to not just look at this on the 20th. It's only the 18th. You have all day today and all day tomorrow. I encourage you to hunker into this energy of Mother's Night. It is the beginning of Yule. If you are going to change how you handle yourself this holiday season, now is the time. You have an opportunity to step into something new. For some of you, this is your first turn of the wheel. Mother's Night is brand new to you. By the way, the Disir are the three women, the Norns, the Fates. Yes, yes. They're the wise. They're the original. They're the base. Some of you need to understand that if your holiday is going to change, your Yuletide is going to be a spirit of hygge and comfort and calm, you are the one that will make that choice, not other people. Bad shit happens every day. Stressful things happen every day. You have to create the calm and the happiness in your own life. How are you going to do that? This is a great night to do it. So I encourage you to learn the story of the Dear Mother at solstice. Listen to it. I'm going to share it with you. It's in a children's book. How wonderful is that? Take a look at that. Read into it. These classes aren't for me to force feed you everything. They're for you to read and listen and learn. They're for you to step forward and above, moving into your magic. Each turn of the wheel is an opportunity to learn something new. Don't be discouraged. Set a small altar. Write an intention. Get out your cards. This is a time for quiet, peaceful, comforting magic. A mother's love is all of those things. Yes, she's firm. Yes, she's hard. Some of us, yes, she's stern. But above all, she loves you. Show yourself some self-love on Mother's Night. Make the meal. Spend that time kitchen witching. Get out the cookbooks. Look at the notes in the corners. Look at the things that are highlighted. Notice the messy pages. Those are the ones you want. If you don't have those cookbooks, start one. Get out a journal, write down your favorite recipes, write the little notes in the corner of how you change them. I don't care how you have to do it. Where there is a witch, there is a way. I hope Disir finds you in a great place this year. I hope Mother's Night becomes a part of your Yuletide tradition. In this, I have all the resonance of the Dear Mother symbolism. I know you can read, I know you can do that, but I want you to understand the deer has been hailed as the purveyor, the holder of wisdom. If you look at vulvas, seers, oracles, those horns are evident. They are sitting there as a representation of knowledge and strength. Mother's Night is your induction into the Yuletide season. Take this time to learn, listen, and journal about what, who, where, and how you're going to get to the places you want to be. Thank you for joining the workshop. Thank you for your generous donations for Toys for Tots. And I hope all of this is helpful for you today. Thank you for accepting a recording. It's very nice to be able to spend time with my family and be a mother during this holiday season. Remember, you're fucking magic because you say you are. Thank you for coming and have a great day.